Hi, welcome to Yoga with Tammy. I'm Tammy, and this is a few minutes of practice that you can do before you start your work day, whether you're at your desk or at another form of chair and you're about to get a little bit scrunched up with the computer. This is just a great set of a few things you can do just to open everything up before you start to work. So whatever kind of chair you're in, if it has a back or arms, it's great, no problem. Just sit straight up. So if you do have a back of your chair, do not lean against it, but rather just sit on your sit bones and then feel your whole spine lengthen so that there's one line from the crown of your head to the very tip of where you're meeting the chair. And let's just take a couple of deep breaths here. So be mindful of your shoulders. You might want to even lift them up and bring them back and then drop them to give them a nice sense of posture where it's almost like your shoulder blades are reaching back to touch each other behind you. And try to just imagine expanding every part of your torso and every part of your body actually as you breathe. So inhaling, open the belly, open the chest. And release with an open mouth, letting everything go. Inhaling, mouth closed. And exhale, open mouth, just letting everything go. You might even want to take your arms down by your sides and shake everything out. And let's take one more deep breath. And exhale. Great. If your eyes were closed, you can open them. And now we're going to do some neck rolls. So on an inhale, again, lengthen the spine and neck. And exhale, just lower your head towards your chest. It's nice and gentle. Inhaling, arcing the head up like you're drawing with your nose up into the air, into the sky. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down, noticing if you can go just a little bit further with each full exhale. Inhale, come back to center. And then on an inhale, we're going to bring the neck to one side. Again, not going further than you can, but just being aware of that edge. So you're giving your neck a nice stretch. You might even feel it in the shoulders already. And then back to center, inhale, exhale to the other side. Inhale to center, exhale to the other side. And one more time. Great. Okay, so now we'll bring our arms to the side, and we'll bring up one arm as high as you can. Don't go higher than you can, of course, but we're aiming to get the arm up to about shoulder length. And then drop your head to the other side away from that outstretched arm, feeling that really nice stretch in the shoulders, even the upper arms. And then slowly on an exhale, drop your arms and go really slow, being mindful of the sensations you're feeling in your shoulders, even your upper back and neck as you do this, really enhancing the stretch. Bring the head back up, and we'll do the other side. So bring your arm out to about shoulder length. I've got a plant here in my way. And then drop the head to the other side, and slowly, gently bring your arm down, noticing if there's somewhere where the stretch feels really great for you, just stay there and maybe go up and down. Just be a little bit playful about it. Make sure you get that stretch coming all the way down. Okay, great. Now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So you can have your arms down or on your lap, whatever's more comfortable for you. On the inhale, roll your shoulders forward. So we're not moving our torso, just the shoulders. Up and roll backwards on the exhale down. Two more. Inhale up and down. Up and down. And then we're going to go the other way. So inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. Two more. Now we're going to open up our front chest and shoulders. So we're going to bring our arms up into a kind of cactus shape. And then we're going to inhale as we bring our arms back, keeping the forearms up. And then exhale, and we're aiming to arch the spine and bring the forearms as close together as possible, only as far as you can. Inhale, stretch. Extend the chest up to the sky, and exhale, down. Inhale, feel the whole spine extend and stretch out. And exhale, arching forward, trying to bring your head towards your chest. Okay, great. Now we're going to bring our arms down, palms facing forward, and we're going to bring up the arms. So inhaling, aiming to reach for the top of the head. You can bring your palms to touch. And exhaling, bringing your arms all the way back down. And we're going to do 2 more. Plants optional as a companion. One more. Try to extend the shoulders and the back and the neck as much as you can. Feeling the biggest stretch you've taken all day, like you've just gotten out of bed and you're just really stretching. You can stretch from side to side. Exhale down. Okay, and now we're going to do a little more deliberate side stretch. So we're going to bring the arms up, and you can't see them, but my wrist, but you're going to grab onto your left wrist with your right hand, and then you're going to just side bend. So we're not moving forwards or back, just as much as you can, feeling a stretch on your entire side there on the wrist that's being held by the other. Inhale back up, switch the wrist, so you're holding on like this, and exhale, side stretch. Inhale up, and we can bring our arms down, meet at the heart center, say hello to your heart today, maybe set a quick intention to have a day full of ease and spaciousness, and then bring your hands down to the knees. We'll do a short little side twist, so very easy. We'll drop one arm down, bring the other hand to the opposite knee, and bring the hand that's down behind you, wherever you can on your chair. It might be at the top of the back of your chair, wherever you can. And then inhale, lengthening. Exhale, side twist. And let's take 3 breaths here. Each time we inhale, we're picturing the spine lengthen all the way up to the sky. And on the exhale, seeing if we can deepen the stretch just a little bit. One more breath. And return to center. Take 1 breath, shake it out. Make sure you feel at ease. And we'll do the other side. So bringing the other hand to the opposite knee, bringing the other behind, making sure you have integrity in your shoulder. We're not hunching over. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, grow a little bit taller. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. And back to center. Okay, now we're going to grab onto one knee by clasping it with both of your hands. And you might need to adjust your place on the chair, maybe go a little bit forward. So you can bring up your leg as far as you can and just do some ankle rolls. Nice and easy, but making sure you keep a straight spine. Other direction. Great. We'll do the other side. So if you can, bring up the knee as though you're reaching all the way up to your chest, but don't compromise the length of your spine, and we'll do some ankle rolls. Other side. And down. Now for this one, we want to be a little bit playful because everyone's flexibility is different, but if you can, grab onto your foot on the outside of your foot. And this is already quite difficult, especially if we're trying to keep our spine straight. So if this feels good for you, just stay here. You can even play with bringing your other hand and supporting you, just moving your knee around, trying to get the hips a little bit open. And if you can, we're attempting here to gently, we'll take an in-breath, and the exhale, stretch out the leg. Now this is going to be very hard on the hamstrings, on just about everything. So just play with wherever you are. When you reach a place that's comfortable for you, take a couple of breaths here. And if you can, see if you can just gently extend that stretch. And just breathe, just be playful. You can always come in and out of the pose. You can do whatever you want. Nobody's looking, you're at home, most likely. So just play around and see if we can create some space, both in the hips and the lower back, and also with the hamstrings. And just have fun with that. If you'd like, you can bring your other hand and straighten the leg and make sure you have a nice straight spine. And just take a couple of deep breaths, playing however you'd like here. This is the playtime before we start working for the day. Okay, take one more breath. And lower the leg. Great. And now you know what that kind of playtime looks like. We can try the other side. So we can take one hand around the outside of the foot, or both, whichever you'd like, and just experiment very gently with where it might feel stiff for you. It can be the hips, definitely the hamstrings. It can be the knees. Watch out not to hurt your knees. One tip is to flex your feet if you really want to protect the knee if you have some issues there. And if you'd like, you can slowly start to try to stretch the leg, whether it's all the way up, whether it's up and out to the side, anything you want that really helps you to get the juices flowing in your legs. And just take a few breaths like this. Okay, take one more breath wherever you are. And on the out breath, really put all of your energy into the place that feels the most tight for you. And then we can let it go. And we'll just do one last thing. Now that we've loosened up the legs a little bit, and again, only as far as you're comfortable, but we'll take one ankle and rest it on the opposite knee. This is a common sitting position for some, but often our backs are kind of hunched over when we're doing it. So we'll try again to maintain a straight spine. And if you've gotten this far, amazing, just stay here. Again, you can flex your foot to protect the knee. And if you can, hinging from the hips, just come a little bit forward on an exhale. You might be able to rest your elbows on your leg. And as you're keeping aware of your breath, see if you can go just a little bit deeper. You might be able to just gently reach your arms towards the floor and just come forward like that. And just breathe wherever you are. One more breath. And back. So now you're getting a sense of what the properly aligned version of this kind of casual seated pose looks like. So we're not leaning to the side, we're not hunched, nice straight spine, ankle over the knee, flexed foot to protect the knee, and gently on an exhale, we'll take first a nice big inhale. Exhale, lean forward, straight spine. You also want to keep your head as much aligned with your back as possible. So we're not kind of leaning forward. We're picturing an extension all the way from the top of your head to the bottom of your spine. And see if you can gently come a little bit forward. If you have a desk in front of you, you can always stretch your hands out on the desk, or you can lower your arms if you can. It's a very deep hip stretch, so don't do too much. And one more breath. And gently come back up. I did say that was the last thing, but we'll do one more thing. Now that we're a little bit looser, all I want to do is simply fold forward like a rag doll. So again, you might just end up here. You might want to open your legs a little bit wider and just come all down as much as you can. This is a really nice release for your whole spine. So just let it all go. Let your head hang. Don't put any effort into holding it up. And just fall forward and take 2 deep breaths wherever you land. And take an inhale, and on the exhale, tucking in your stomach, maintaining your core here, come up slowly. Your head is the last to rise. And now notice that you might feel so much more comfortable sitting with a straight back. It may have felt like a bit of a strain when we started a few minutes ago, and now you might feel you have some more ease in your chair, and you're kind of ready to get yourself working on your computer or whatever you're doing, but you know you've already had a great stretch and start to the day. So please enjoy. I hope you had a good time with these stretches, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.